Welcome to Dittofi. In this video, I'm going to show you how to return data from a join table using custom models. As you can see here, the post table represents the many side of a one-to-many relationship. It is a many-sided relationship because of the existence of the foreign key. The foreign key in this table is the user ID, and the user ID is found in the users table. So the user ID represents the ID of a user, and that is the ID of each row in the users table. And so what this means is that this particular post with the title and description was created by this user. And as you can see, we have a user creating 3 posts. So this video is going to show you how to combine the 2 tables together. And we're going to get the email from the users table with a title from the post table. So the first step to do this is to create a custom model. So we navigate to the custom models page, click on new custom model, new model, and let's give it a name. Let's give it user or email post. Click on the save button, and then we add attributes. So let's call it email, save, and then we add another attribute. We call it title, and we click save. And then the next step is to create a backing action. Let's call this action to get user posts. Click an enter button. Then we click on add trigger. We click on endpoints. Right. So now the first step is to create a variable. This variable is going to represent the entire post that we have in a post table. So we're going to call it, give it a collection kind. We'll call it posts. We use the post model, and then we click on save. And then the next step is add an event. So we're going to need to loop through each post. So we're going to loop through each post, and for each post it's going to be presented by this variable called single post. We click on save. So the loop iterates each post or row in the post table, and then we assign each row to the variable called single post. Then we add an event inside. So for each post, we want to assign the posts to a variable. So we'll use the assign event. So we'll first create an action variable. So the first variable we're going to create a variable, call it post user. Yep. So this post user variable represents is going to have the kind, which is the custom model we just created. So the post variable is simply going to consist of just the email and the post title. And then we're going to create another variable. So this variable is going to save. So we're going to call it user. No, it's just a model. Users model. So this variable is going to represent users that have created a post. So we simply get users from the users table, where the ID in the users table is equals to the user ID that we have in the post table. So we click on the OK button and we click on save. Nice. Now that we have these 2 action variables, we're going to assign the email to the post user variable that we just created. So we're going to assign the email, as well as we're going to have information in the title. So we're going to assign information for the email, we're going to have to get information from the user model. And then for the title, we're going to get information from the single post model that we created in the loop. And we click on save. So this demonstrates how we combine two tables together. And then we're going to add another event. So we need to return what we just assigned to. We need to return the variable back to the front end. So we'll create another variable called response. It's going to be a list of user email and title, post titles, right? So we'll just call it response email posts. Click on save, and then we want to assign, we want to append. So we want to append to the response. We want to append information that we got from that we saved in the post user custom model, the variable. Then we'll click on save. And then we go back to the endpoint. So when the endpoint is triggered, we want to save the response into the response variable. And then we're going to return it. So let's build the code first, and then we can test. So this should take nothing more than 2 minutes. So let's give this a few minutes. All right, so then we can now run the action. So click on run. Try again. All right, so we're gonna try and build the code again one more time. Nice, and we'll try and run it again. And here we have it. So we have the results of the backend action that's created. So we have the email and we have the title. So we have the email of the user who created the post, and we have the title of the post, and that's it.